Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with another update for one of my product pans. This is my Panda palette in order, which is a project that I started doing this year. I have been watching this project for years and years. It was originally created by Taylor Buell. I will have her link down below, and I've been watching it since she started it. Again, I can't remember how many years ago that was, but it must have been like 3-4 maybe years ago. I don't think she's posting anymore, but I think it's a brilliant project and I'm really excited to be doing it this year. It's been really fun. It's an easy type of project because you're only working on one shadow at a time, and I have been enjoying it. My little twist to this project is that I am working on my Colourpop Detour singles. So technically they are now singles, but they were originally from palettes. I do have my palette right next to me, and originally when I first started this project I did randomize the order of the shadows. So again, since they are singles, they don't really have a set place in the palette, so I kind of just randomize them to have a little bit of a, again, fun twist to the project. And currently I've been working on this blue shade, actually wearing it today, but I'm gonna let you know how I'm doing with it. It's been in this project for 2 months now, so it's actually the first shadow in this project that has been in for 2 months. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know where I'm sitting with it now. But before I do that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So I'm gonna insert straight away the photo, or not photo, but footage right here of the shadow. This is the shade Detour, again obviously from Colourpop. It was originally from the Mar palette, which I have long ago decluttered, but I kept this shade because it's quite a unique blue to my collection. So this is obviously what it looked like at the introduction, or not introduction, but when I started working on the shadow. I did use it 7 times in the first month, and this is what it looked like at that point. I had a little bit of a dip, but of course I wasn't able to pan. It is a bit of a harder shade. It's definitely been the hardest shade that I've been working on so far in the palette. It is also much firmer pressed than some of the other shades that I've had previously, so I knew that this one was going to take longer. I have reached for it 11 additional times this past month, and this is where it's sitting today. So hopefully you can see there that I have the tiniest little pan. I was able to pan on it today doing this look. That's kind of why I went for a very heavily blue look. I knew that I was close to pan, but I kind of just added the shadow, you know, kind of all over my lid towards the end, but I started out the corner and just kept adding it until I hit pan, and I was able to do that. So very happy with that. So yeah, 18 uses in order to hit pan on the shadow, and again I did go very heavily with it today. So I actually put it all over my lid as a base for the shimmers as well. Again, originally I was only planning to put it on my corner and do something different in my crease, but I did end up doing a bit more of a, I guess, smokier type of blue look, which is fine. And with that I was able to pan on the shadow. So that is the shade right there. It is the 4th pan in the palette, so yeah, you can see how I've been working on all of these. This is the one that took the longest to pan on when it comes to uses, obviously also with time. But like I said, I think a couple of reasons why that was. I think first of all, again, it is a difficult color. I haven't been able to wear it as heavily in some of the others, especially the first 2. I was able to wear a bit more heavily, and then this shade right here was quite powdery, so I think that was why I hit pan on it quicker. But then again, this one was first of all a difficult color, and then also very firmly pressed. So it was in the project for quite a while, but I'm happy that I was able to hit pan on it. I was really pushing to pan on it today. If I didn't hit pan on it today, I would have film this update tomorrow, because it's going up tomorrow as of filming this. So I knew that if I didn't pan on it today, I would probably pan it on tomorrow, and then I could film it then. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. But that means that this shadow is now completed. I'm going to move on to the next, which is going to be this yellow matte right here. And that yellow matte is this really pale shade right here. I will insert the footage of it. This comes from the Aha Honey palette, which is another palette that I decluttered. I actually decluttered end of last year. I just felt like I didn't really need like an all yellow monochromatic palette anymore. I could just add these into my singles, and this is one of the shades that I end up keeping. It is a very pale yellow shade. It is called Stinger, and yeah, I think this is going to be quite easy to work on. Even though it is a yellow, I think it's pale enough that I can use this one as a blending out shade. Not with every look, but with warmer toned looks, I think that's going to be absolutely perfect. That is a swatch of it right there. So you can see again, it's a very pale shadow, and hopefully again that means that I'm gonna have a little bit easier of a time with this one compared to the blue. Speaking of the blue, I'm gonna give you a swatch of this one too, just so you can see what that one looks like. So there you have that deep blue. Again, it is on my eyes, but that is a swatch of it. I did enjoy it, but it was again a bit more of a tedious shade because I couldn't reach for it more on an everyday basis. But the new shade Rolling in Stinger, I do think I can reach for more regularly, and it's a perfect shade now for summer. So I am excited for that. And then moving forward in the palette too, I do think I will have an easier time. It is like this shade Stinger is another one that is a little bit more firmly pressed from at least swatching it compared to some of the other shades. So it's probably going to take a little bit longer, but again, even if it takes the same amount of uses, like 15 to 20, similar to Detour, I do think it will still take me shorter time potentially if I do wear makeup, because as you guys know, I am due to have my baby, so if I don't wear makeup, of course I won't be able to reach for this one, but I do think I can incorporate it into more looks, so hopefully it won't take as long time wise as it did with Detour, but it all comes down to whether I'm going to wear a lot of makeup or not. I'm not going to swatch out the rest of the shades because I'm considering the situation right now with my life. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach for this one enough to start working on the next shade. But after I hit pan on that one, I'm going to work on this purple, which is a shimmer. It is the first shimmer that I have to work on in this palette, which is going to be great. And I'm really excited for it. It's a beautiful shade as well. So for now, that is going to be it for my update for my Panda palette in order. I am super excited to be working on this yellow shade. Again, it's going to be easier and it's the perfect time for me to having like an easier to incorporate shade. If you're doing this project, let me know how you're doing. If you are posting on YouTube, I am most likely following your project. I know a lot of people have jumped on this kind of bandwagon over the last year or two. So yeah, I'll probably check you out if you are posting on YouTube, but if you're doing it on Instagram or anywhere else, let me know how you're doing because I would love to hear how your palette is looking at the moment. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!